Hello, and welcome to a new video series idea. We'll see how it goes, but I really wanted to do a more casual type video where I just sit down and chat. However, I also wanted to do more bullet journal type videos, but the problem is that bullet journal spreads are monthly, so I can only make one video about them per month. So I came up with the idea to film a spread that I make outside of my monthly setups, and this month I happen to have my senior dance recital, and I wanted to make a page to commemorate that. I'm not going to talk about what I'm doing as I create this page, like, oh, I'm using this marker and I'm blending and all that, but instead I'm going to talk about how disastrous this day went, because I feel like listening to someone else's bad luck and their pain can maybe make you feel better, you know? The dance recital itself went great, actually. I'll be showing the video of the actual dance itself somewhere in the middle of the video if we could see it, because I'm really proud of it and I had a lot of fun. But I hadn't done any intense physical activity since like the beginning of quarantine, and yeah, I felt it. I really did. Anyway, let me actually tell the story of my day in chronological order. So the tale begins at 4 a.m. Actually, it begins at midnight. But basically, I discovered my carpet was crawling with insects, which wouldn't have been a big deal if my entire floor wasn't carpet. The critters in question were harmless. Tiny itty bitty bugs that just like jump around and they're just super annoying. I think my mom told me they were springtails. Anyways, the problem was that there were many of these tiny little insects. And here's another little fun fact. I'm petrified of all insects, okay? I'm terrified of them. And that them individually did not bother me. I've killed a bunch because they're just nuisances. But the problem was I had set my lamp on the floor, my desk lamp on the, whatever reason. I don't know why it was on the floor. It was just on the floor, on though. And they all swarmed to the light, like the insects that they are. And so when I looked down, literally a section of my carpet looked like it was moving. Now, people deal with fear in many ways. Some take action, some run, panic. Others freeze up in total fear, can barely function, have a whole mental breakdown, and just stare at the source of their fear for many hours, while constantly spraying the floor with bug spray and vacuuming the area. I'll let you take a gander as to which way I reacted. So yeah, me staying up in total fear lasted about 4 hours. So like I said, 4 a.m., very fun. I was trying to draw on my bullet journal at my desk, but then a bunch were like bouncing on the thing, and then I looked down and I was like, oh, fear. So instead, I ended up alternating between watching YouTube and reading, and then staring at the floor, and then luring more bugs, and then spraying the ever-loving shit out of them with bug spray, and then vacuuming, and yeah, I got a few hours of sleep. But yeah, my dance recital the next morning, 4 hours later, goes on without a hitch for the most part. I definitely would have cried after I finished my dance solo just because I was so sad, because it was literally my last one. But I was so out of shape, y'all. It was embarrassing. I literally was like dying, and I didn't have the energy to cry. So I guess that spared me that humiliation. I don't know. Anyway, the next item on the agenda of the day was when my friend Lexi had her high school graduation that night. We had a few hours to spare after the dance recital, and then we were meeting up with her parents to go to dinner. So, yep, we went out to dinner. We went to Pastafina. I absolutely stuffed my face with their bread. Their bread is so freaking good. Oh my gosh. But then I was in charge of driving Lexi to the school to graduate. And, you know, graduation, you gotta dress up super cute and nice with a fancy outfit and then cover it up with your cap and gown. But, the problem is her dress had glitter on it. And yeah, I had a pile of glitter on my back seat of my car, which was annoying. And I was a little salty, but not at Lexi, just at the fact that people make dresses that leave glitter in their wake. Why? Literally why? Everyone was like, oh, don't worry, just vacuum your car, it's gonna be fine. And I'm like, well, you know what? No. to whoever told me that, to all the people who told me that, you're full of shit. Because either my vacuum's really shitty, or maybe the fine glitter freaking wedged itself into the material of my car and doesn't want to come out, Yeah, it could be both. My vacuum could be really shitty, and the glitter's also just really wedged in there. But yeah, I still have glitter in my car. It will not come out. And then came the grand finale of this day. The cherry on top, the feather that knocked the car over the cliff. And before I tell you that massive disaster, there is a bit of a backstory to add more comedic value. You know, gotta have that comedy, gotta make you laugh somehow. But before that, I did want to show you my dance. So roll the clip, editing me.
I'm a liar, I'm a cynic, I'm a sinner, I'm a saint, I'm a loser, I'm a critic, I'm the ghost of my mistakes, and it's all my fault that I'm still the one you want. What are you after? Some kind of disaster, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I had so much fun, honestly. And my mom is just so supportive. She was telling me, oh, that song is just perfect for you. And I was like, Mom, you know the name of the song is Some Kind of Disaster, right? She's like, yeah, exactly. And I'm like, But that's actually genuine. The song does 100% fit me, and that's why I chose it. I chose it a year ago because I actually graduated last year, and it was supposed to be my last year solo, but you know, the panorama that still ongoing kind of delayed that by a year. But you know what? I learned it, I relearned it, and practiced it for about 2 months, once a week. And I think I did pretty good. I'm surprised at how much flexibility I maintained. We don't talk about my shitty turns though. You don't have to bring that up, okay? Anyway, where was I? Oh, Final Disaster backstory. Right. Okay, so let's rewind all the way back to March. I was roller skating with my friends. Fun, right? Side tangent, no. Ice skating is 100% superior. Roller skating sucks, okay? Anyway, I swear this provides context to the final disaster. Okay, it's a grand finale, trust me. Anyway, we were there, we were roller skating for like an hour max because we're all super out of shape and roller skating isn't fun. But anyway, me being who I am, my little filmy person, even though I dropped out of film school, but I wanted to get some cute little videos of each other roller skating because it is cute. And so I was like, gotta get some cute pictures and videos, right? And so we did. They did turn out really cute. And I hadn't even fallen once this entire time. And after I filmed videos, I put my phone in my back pocket. Okay? You know where this is going, right? I hadn't fallen once, like I said, and we were literally about to get off the rink, but then a child falls in front of me, and I'm like, oh no, a child. I can't just plow over top of them. That would be painful for them and possibly me. However, this is my first time roller skating since I was like 8 years old, and your natural reaction when a child falls on the floor is to stop, I would hope. And to do that, I leaned backwards because I'm like, oh, gotta put on the brakes. However, bad idea when your feet are on wheels. So naturally, you can guess what happened. I proceeded to fall, sacrificing my ass and the phone in my back pocket. So, I must give Samsung credit for how durable their phones are. However, they are not built to survive the weight of my ass upon them, as well as gravity pulling me to the floor with my full body weight upon it. My screen was absolutely busted. My phone still worked, it was just my screen was cracked as hell. Now I am a professional procrastinator, so this cracked phone I used for a solid 2 months before deciding what to do with it and whether I should get it fixed or buy a new phone. Now places in my area were gonna charge me like $300 to repair my screen. And I'm like, damn, I don't wanna spend $300 on a new screen. And I was like, okay, I'll just spend more money and just upgrade my phone because that is what logical people do, because I am smart. No, I genuinely wanted better camera quality, and my Samsung was just not cutting it. And iPhone has superior camera quality, and you cannot argue with me, okay? It's a fact. Anyway, I bought a used phone because I was not about to spend $1,000 on a new phone. But it's brand new in my hands, right? It's used, but it's brand new because I just got it, right? Anyway, 3 days. I got this 3 days before the day of my dance recital. 3 days. Anyways, let's flash forward again, now that you have the origin story of where my iPhone came from. Anyway, graduation, right? It's absolutely pouring rain, and my ex-high school and the school that Lexi is graduating from decides let's still have the graduation outside. Super dope, right? Who wouldn't want to be drenched head to toe as they receive their diploma they've been slaving away to get for the past 13 years, right? So I get out of my car, umbrella clutched in my hand, my keys in my other hand, and my brand new phone in the front pocket of my overalls. And I fumble with my keys, trying to lock my car, and oh, I drop them. Me being like, oh shit, my keys. Bend down to pick them up. Now, if this were a movie, I'd do one of those dramatic pauses and then narrate over the pause, because by now you obviously know it's coming. But let me tell you what I was already gonna do before I dropped my keys, something I was actively thinking about, because what is about to occur has happened many times before, which is objects in the front of my overalls falling out to the ground. So now let me unpause this fake movie and allow you to imagine in your head and witness my 3-day-old phone fall to the ground with the screen down, like face down, on a parking lot with no case. Now, if you're an Apple user, I know you just cringed and flinched hardcore at the words. I hadn't ordered one because I wanted to make sure my new phone was actually functional since I bought it used. Which is one thing I can really commend Samsung on, is how durable the phones are. I could chunk my Samsung across the room with no case and it would be like, all right, run me over the truck, I'm ready for the pain. Like, freaking iPhones feel like they're gonna bust if you gently set it down on a countertop, okay? It's ridiculous. But they're literally built that way for freaking Apple can get more money. Anyways, long story short, I still ended up having to pay to get a phone fixed, and that's what I was trying to avoid in the first place. But you know, it was just fate or destiny. You know, I was like, you're gonna repair a phone screen. Like, it's gonna happen. I'll make sure of it. So that was my disastrous day, and I did have a whole ass mental breakdown in my car after graduation, which, doing so, apparently I missed a dumpster fire. Literally. The school dumpster was on fire. But yeah, that was the tale. I hope you found my pain somewhat entertaining, and I hope you liked the format of my video, this sort of story time, but you get to also see me do art. I hope you like it. I hope you like the page. I hope you like my dance. Like, comment, subscribe, do the YouTube-y things, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.